Welcome to Forgiveness Flow. Today we're going to begin seated on our mats. And I want you to begin with your hands behind you and your feet out nice and wide. And just start to lift your heart forwards as you inhale and exhale around your spine. Inhale, lifting your heart up, and exhale, rounding, almost like a seated cat and cow. And today, moving with the intention of being kind to yourself. So only taking from the practice what you need to today. Part of being human is sometimes saying or doing things that you instantly regret. But today I want to encourage you to try and move out of stagnant energy or this looping feeling of regret. See if you can just move with some freedom and forgiveness so that you can move on and bring some fresh energy into your body. Start to hug your knees in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs. And then inhale, opening up. So moving just as we were before, but making this movement a little bit bigger. Exhale as you hug your knees. Inhale as you open, chest up wide, maybe a little back bend, dropping your head back. Hugging yourself in. Inhale, opening up. Let's do one more here as you round, drawing in your energy, and then opening up, releasing back. Slowly come back upright. Start to windscreen wiper your knees one side and then the other. Start to move with freedom and ease in your body. Try not to force anything. Once again, just being kind and doing what works for you today. Keep your breath flowing freely. Now starting to add on, drop your knees over to one side. Firmly press your hand behind you. Can you lift up onto your knees, reach your hips forward and lift your arm either up towards the ceiling or maybe back behind you, opening your heart space forward, perhaps feeling a stretch through the front of your hips. Exhale, coming all the way down and moving over to the other side, knees the other way. Push your hand down, lift your hips up high, reaching up and maybe back. Hips to the mat, up and over, other side. Reaching up, slowly down. Let's do one more here. Knees up and over, reaching up, and coming all the way back down. Cross your ankles and see if you can move up and over into your 4-point kneeling position here. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Let's take a few circles of the body to stretch out through our wrists. And as you move through the practice today, just become really aware of the way that you speak to yourself. Noticing if there's any way you can speak to yourself kindly, more kindly. Chest forward and back, big circle, stretching through your wrists, and then back the opposite direction, up and over. And then finding some stillness in 4-point kneeling position. From here, reach your right arm forward and your left leg back, reaching nice and long from your fingertips through your body all the way to your toes. Inhale here to prepare. Exhale around, bring your head in towards your knee. Maybe you can touch your head on your knee. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale around, head to knee. One more time here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Connect your right hand with the mat again. Tuck your right toes under. Push firmly through your arms. And can you float all the way up into a 3-legged dog and hold? Really see if you can push your right heel down and lift your left leg up high. And then start to yawn, open your left hip. So turning the left leg into an externally rotated position, trying to keep your shoulders square. From here, start to bend into your left knee. Really squeeze your heels in towards your bottom. Either holding here, or if you feel comfortable, start to flip on over, finding wild thing. Left toes connect with the floor behind you. Press your hips up and reaching up and back. Stay strong through your supporting arm. Hold and breathe here, feeling the openness through the front of your chest. And then slowly pivoting back into three-legged dog. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, knee into chest, round your spine, and stepping your left leg through. Inhale, reach up to crescent lunge, maybe take your gaze up. Exhale, coming down, right hand to the mat, left arm up high. Easy twist. Holding here, squaring off your hips. Just double check that your hips haven't drifted out to the side. You can even use your hand to draw it all the way back in. And from here, slowly reach your left arm all the way forwards, placing it back down outside of your left hand. Moving into half pigeon, I want you to take your left foot, place it behind your right wrist, and then start to drop your left knee behind your left wrist. If possible, start to sink your back leg down and then laying your body forwards over the front leg. So you've got a few options here. If this doesn't feel any good on your knee in particular, please come up a little bit higher. So lifting up higher, and you may even like to place a block underneath your hip. Wherever you're at, see if you can start to surrender perhaps a little bit deeper forwards into this pose. Moving with kindness towards yourself. And wherever you are in this pose, just notice any internal dialogue that might come up. And you soften into this position. And just be comfortable with wherever you're at. One more deep breath here. Slowly come back up onto your hands. Tuck your back toes under, pushing back up. Can you lift your left leg back up into the air for three-legged dog? And then float it all the way back down, finding downward facing dog. You can move the block out of the way if you used it. And coming to an optional vinyasa flow, rising up high on your tippy toes, rounding your spine, inhale, drifting forwards through high plank. Knees or toes connect with the mat as you come down through chaturanga, low plank, elbows in. Baby cobra with your belly on the floor or upward facing dog. And exhale, press back to child's pose, hips to heels, long arms. Pausing here for one deep breath. And then inhale, returning up onto all fours. Reach your left arm forward and your right leg back this time. Inhale to prepare, reaching your arm and your leg really long. Exhale, round head to knee. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale, round head to knee. Reach it out. Round your spine, bring it in. Connect your left hand back with the mat and reach your right leg long behind you. Tuck your left toes under, push firmly through your arms, hover your left knee up off the mat, and can you lift all the way up into three-legged dog. Holding here. See if you can press your left heel down a little bit more, maybe lift your right leg up a little bit higher. From here, start to turn your right leg out into external rotation. Bend your knees, scorpion pose, heel to bottom. Really use your hamstring here to hold your heel nice and close to your bottom. Either staying here or flipping up and over for wild thing. Right foot connects with the floor. Left leg stays long. Lifting your hips up, opening up through your heart space here. Deep breath. You can keep breathing in your back bend. Really important, you don't hold your breath. And then slowly making your way all the way back into three-legged dog. Right leg up high. Exhale, bring your right knee up into your chest, and can you step through your hands? Inhale, lifting up into crescent lunge, reaching up, gazing up if possible. Exhale, take your hands down either side of your front foot. Reach your right arm forwards and all the way up, finding easy twist. Really lifting up nice and long, back leg long. Remember, keeping your right hip drawing in. Almost like your inner thighs have magnets on them and you're drawing them towards each other. From here, reach your right arm all the way back down to the right-hand side of your right foot, coming into your half pigeon pose. Take your right foot, place it behind your left wrist, and then bending your right knee behind your right wrist. Finding the position that works for you. Maybe that's no block, maybe it's wedging a block underneath your hip, or maybe you can even bring this foot further forwards away from you to increase this stretch. Wherever you're at, can you surrender a little bit deeper? Let your weight fully release into the earth below you. And just notice if you're holding on to any tension unnecessarily. See if you can gently encourage your muscles to relax. Slowly make your way back up onto your hands. Push firmly through your arms. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your right leg up high, three-legged dog one more time. And then bringing your foot all the way back down, finding downward facing dog. Remove your block if you needed it. Come forwards to high plank. And slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Forehead rests on the mat. Take your left arm out so that you've got a 90-degree angle between your shoulder, your elbow, and your hand. Squeeze your right heel in towards your bottom, and then pushing with your right hand, can you roll over towards your left? Maybe your right foot connects with the floor behind you, or you can just keep it hovering up in the air. And from here, I just want you to release and find some length through the front of your left shoulder. Maybe play around with the positioning of your left hand. Lifting the arm up a little bit higher generally increases the stretch here. If you feel really flexible here, you can bring the opposite foot to connect with the earth as well, so that both of your knees point up towards the sky. Otherwise, just find what works for you. Slowly roll back over onto your belly, and we'll move into the other side. So taking your right arm out this time, squeezing your heel in towards your bottom, and carefully rolling over. Foot might connect with the earth or keep it hovering in the air. Maybe start to wiggle your right arm up a little bit higher if that works for you. Maybe rolling over with both feet on the floor if you like. And just find some softness wherever you land. Always thinking kind, forgiving thoughts to yourself. And when you're ready, slowly rolling all the way now over onto your back. And then preparing your body for Shavasana. That might mean placing on a jumper, placing a blanket over your body, keeping your temperature nice and warm, keeping the prana in, this good energy that we've built throughout our practice today. When you're comfortable, perhaps closing down your eyes and settling in, maybe using your breath as an anchor to bring you into the present moment. Feel free to remain in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you need to move on with your day, take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. And then slowly rolling over onto one side. Pausing there for a moment before making your way up into a seated position, cross-legged or kneeling. The palms can rest Down on your thighs, lengthen your spine up nice and tall. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up above you, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. We say Namaste, which means the divinity in me recognizes and acknowledges the divinity in you. Namaste.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love our health and fitness program. It's a holistic, fuss-free lifestyle with daily coach workouts, family-friendly meal plans, and practical mindfulness. Head to mytxo.com to sign up today.